Hey guys, welcome back. Orabomb here, bringing you another episode of our PCGO live content video. Now today I am exhausted, but we're gonna make this work. I want to thank you guys all so much for the Blastoise, for the support we got in the Blastoise video. It was actually amazing. I didn't think we'd hit that many likes in just a few hours. That was crazy. So let's go ahead and do that again. Let's go for 75 likes for a next day upload. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are really the best. But yeah. Don't forget to like the video if you support the content. It's always greatly appreciated. And we're going to be playing Baby Blacephalon. We did play this on stream for a little bit. This is my final product. It's a little bit weird. We're not playing greens. I decided to cut the greens because I feel like every time I had greens, I wish it was a welder. So we're going to play it without greens. We're going to play it with the best card to ever print in the entirety of the history of the universe's order pad. So we're playing Baby Blounds with order pad. I'm actually really excited because I just really, guys, crucify me all you want. I really like order pad. I want to play order pad today. That's how I woke up. That's how I feel. I'm playing order pad. So just take 5 of Blacephalon. Now, to be fair, in our stream we did like Donk, Guardian, and we did two turn win against Reshizard. So I think the deck got something to it. We also held our own against non-GX matchups too, although we did lose against the Mirror, which is why we played a couple new cards in this deck, which we'll go over today. But Blacephalon, 120 HP, Ultra Beast. We're not playing Beast Ring because it doesn't feel super necessary in this deck. Usually it's decent if you play greens, but that's about it really. We got Fireball Circus that does 150. No, it does 50, and 50 times the amount of 50 damage times the amount of fire energy you discard from your hand, so that's kind of like the bread and butter. But it was pretty good too, because if you flip over a fire energy from your prizes, you do 50 more damage, which is 60. Not so things like Zorwas and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. Low HP, high-ish retreat cost, so all we want to do is lead with this thing and just demolish the active. We are playing a 2-2 Salazzle line. I was playing a 3-3 Salazzle line, but I really wanted to play Order Pad, so I cut a 1-1 line to play the 4 order pads I have here. And we also play 2 Stretcher. I play 2 Stretcher mainly for the mirror match because it's kind of annoying to run out Blacephalons because you'll prize some, and sometimes you just won't draw into it. At least with order pad, we can have a higher chance of getting our stuff out on the board, and the rest of it is just consistency, right? Like I want to play my 4 welders. That's the only supporter I play in this deck, which lets you attach 2 energies from your hand, so that's pretty good. We're only playing 12 energy because the game plan for me is really get the energies out of the discard pile, not so much the deck. We are playing 4 fire crystals and 4 energy retrievals to get them out of the discard pile, so we should be able to chain attacks once they're in the discard pile, right? We are playing 4 flints. We don't really need 4 flints, but because we need to find them as early as possible between drawing and order pads, I am playing 4. It is what it is. I really need to make sure I have them as early as possible because that's what gets the game rolling for me. Of course, we do have acrobikes. We're not playing the stadium because I am playing the Salazzles. I decided I'm going to be playing the nest balls instead of the stadium. Helps you get the Slandits early game as well. 4 Pokegears to help you find your welder. And we already talked to 2 rescue stretches. Only 2 Ultra Balls. We only play 2 Salazzles, so it doesn't feel like we need more than 2 Ultra Balls. Of course, we are playing Heat Factory for extra draw, and we are playing 3 Wishful Batons, so we can find them easier, and we can chain them easier, and we can. Well, the problem is, right, that like greens was fine beforehand because you had access to this Wishful Baton. The problem now is that people are playing Field Blower. Like at least when I was playing on the ladder, like people are wising up and they're playing more Field Blowers. So the Wishful Batons don't always work for me, which is why I decided I'm going to be using Welder more. I was playing Pow Pad in this deck list, but I cut it. It might be something I put back in. We'll see, just because like the Wishful Baton with the Welders kind of carry you throughout the game, but sometimes they don't. So a Pow Pad might be needed for the future, but for the time being, I'm going to try it like this, and hopefully we can get some good games here. That's going to be the deck list, guys. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a couple of games, and I'll be back when I find one. Ooh. It's really early for me, guys, like because you guys don't know, if you guys know, for Ramadan we have to wake up before sunset to eat. So I wake up at like 4 a.m. to go get some food, and then everybody else goes back to sleep, and then I stay up to record this game, and here I am, and I'm recording, and hopefully I can get this up for you guys like by today. It's probably not going to be uploaded on we lost the point, but that's unfortunate. It's probably not going to be uploaded in time for like my regular 11 or 9 a.m. upload time, but it'll be uploaded today for sure. And then once again, if we hit that like goal, then we are set. So this hand's kind of weird. We're not going first, which could be good if we can find a fiery flint, but the odds of us finding a fiery flint are kind of low with this hand. I mean, you never know. I once acrobiked into 4 acrobikes, so we can dig through our deck right now by 8. Try to find that 1 flint. 1 flint is going to be kind of weird, though, because I guess we have to toss the Pokegears to use it. If I can find a single energy card, it's not good enough. I need to find a flint. Yeah, a single energy card wouldn't be good enough because we need to attach 2. I mean, if we find an energy off of the Blazer, I guess we can knock out a Jirachi. That's pretty cool. Looks like we might be playing against Pikarom. Oh no, never mind. It's Zap. It's Zappy Dappy. Zappy Dappy is pretty scary. This thing can do damage. Not right now though. I mean, luckily these things don't really hit me for too much right now, so they're not going to take any Okos. Yeah. But they will take Oko damage during their exact turns, so I have to keep that in mind. But for a little bit we'll be okay, so that's pretty useful. Okay, everything's recording. Boom. Sick. Alright, cool. Just double checking everything. I don't know, man. I'm really tired. I really need to find a fiery flint here to lose probably my Pokegears because I have 2 welders in hand. I mean, this deck probably does play hand disruption, but I mean, I have the welders. Alright, let's see. This top deck right now. Fiery flint. Sick. It's not fire flint. Order pad. Oh, sweet. So once again, we do play 2 stretchers, so it's not a big deal. This means we do get a guaranteed knockout, and I don't know how he can revenge me. I want to keep the energy retrievals because it's a non-GX matchup, which means we need to keep as many of these as possible. I still want to keep the Ultra Ball. We'll see. I'm going to drop the Pokegears. As much as I don't want to, I think it's just important to drop the Pokegears. We did find the Flint early, which is why we play the Acro Bikes and the Order Pads and stuff like that, and the 4 Flints, for this exact reason. Let's go ahead and Welder. 1, 2, Yatta, Yatta. And more energy retrievals and Flare Crystal and another energy card. Not exactly what I needed. I'm thinking I should get Salandit here, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I could get donked if I'm not careful. Maybe I should get another Blacephalon. I'm gonna get another Blacephalon. It's just not safe to only have one Blacephalon down. Let me grab another one. Alright, this works, I guess. We'll just go ahead and take our knockout. And I don't see him being able to revenge me. So, I mean, unless he is actually playing Zapdos, I don't see him being able to revenge me. And if he does take a knockout, we can just get them back with Fire Crystal and Welder again, and shenanigans and shenanigans. There's another Ultra Ball, not the Nest Balls I needed. Ultra Space is not bad, because it does get you like continuous Blacephalons as well as another Stadium. But just because of the nature of this deck, I really want to get down those Salandits down, because I feel like drawing is a little bit more important a lot of the time than just getting any 2 random cards. So sometimes you need more than 2 cards, and you're not able to draw unless you also have Heat Factory, and that's where Salazzles come in. And he's just going to let me take knockout so that he can hit me with a Buzzwole, I'm assuming, next turn, right? And I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. He could also just Guzma and knock out the bench Blacephalon. I could definitely see that being a thing, but he's not Guzming this turn. He's having a rough start, or he's just not playing Zapdos. He's just playing a bunch of Ultra Beasts. Oh, there's a Zapdos. I don't know why he didn't find Zapdos earlier. Like, he could have at least done something. 2 Electro Powers is a knockout, but that's the cool thing about Blacephalon's 120 HP as opposed to 110. Oh, also something to keep in mind. There was a couple cards we were playing in this deck list that I'm not playing anymore. One of them was Turtonator, but Turtonator being 110 HP was kind of bad, and I just didn't like the way it flowed in this deck. It just kind of acted like a 5th Blacephalon, but it played off the board, which is not exactly the easiest thing to do. And 2, oh, there's Coco Jig, so he's just knocking me out with Coco. But I can get a revenge knockout, although maybe not a revenge knockout. It really depends on what we draw here. We need to find 4 energies to take a knockout. Kind of awkward. I'm not playing Beast Energy either because it just doesn't flow with this deck. You can't search it with Flint and stuff like that. Acrobike versus Welder first. It's Welder first. Because we're going to have the Welder anyways, right? It's Welder now. Order Pad, Salandit. What is Order Pad? Order Pad gets me a Flint, so let's try to get the Flint. Actually, I probably should have Acrobiked first, but we got the Flint. And this is why we play Order Pad, because it's the best card in existence. Don't at me, bro. It's Flint first before we Order Pad. That way we can get as much as we can. Do I lose? I mean, he's giving me a GX Pokemon right now, which means this dude right here won't do as much damage, which is really good. I need to Ultra Ball as well for another Blacephalon, and hopefully find like a Rescue Stretcher or something. All right, let's yeah, we need the Flint. I hate losing all these cards. I think I'm gonna lose the Order Pad actually. Order Pad gets me more stuff because my hand's kind of dead. With how many crystals do we have left? We have 4 crystals. 4 crystals means the 3 more knockouts most likely, and we've only used, oh, we used 2 energy retrievals already. Maybe I should just toss the Ultra Ball. No, I shouldn't toss the Ultra Ball because I might need it. Yeah, this is where the deck is kind of difficult sometimes. Like you have to figure out what you want to discard. We only have 1 Blacephalon left, but we do have both stretchers in the deck. All right. Let me go ahead and. I don't want to use the Ultra Ball if I don't have to, so it's Order Pad first. And Wishful Baton is good. Now we have to use the Order Pad or the Ultra Ball, which is, I guess, fine. Not the best in the world, but at least we get another Blacephalon down. That's the last one, so I have to keep that in mind. There we go. We get our knockout here, and hopefully these 2 prizes help. Maybe another Blacephalon would be nice. But yeah, we need to get rid of 3. This would be the few times where Beast Energy is like decent, but we can't really hunt the Beast Energy in this deck, so it doesn't really feel super necessary to try to play it. Pokegear is good, Welder is good as well, so but nothing is good right now. The only thing that's decent is the fact that we have energies in our hands, so we can take a knockout next turn. Whew. But the deck is flowing quite nicely, but we did lose. I mean, we only, okay, so we have 4 more ways to get energies back into our hand, so that's a good amount of energies. Not to mention we still have a few energies left in the deck. He chose to knock out my Salandit, hoping that I run out of steam, which is probably not the right play. IMO, but whatever, we'll make it work, I guess. Do you think he plays Field Blower? Because if he plays Field Blower, playing a Welder right now wouldn't be that bad. I'm not going to bank on that. I'm just going to grab my energies. He did put 1 damage counter on himself, so that means I only have to discard 2 energies to take a knockout here, which is pretty handy. If I play Welder, though, I could have a chance to draw some cards, which could be useful. I'm not going to do it. As much as I really want to, I'm just not going to do it. Get rid of 2 energies here. Kartana's going to come in and take a knockout, but then Kartana's weak to fire, so we don't have to get rid of many. We don't have to get rid of as many energies to beat it. By the way, guys, the cool thing about this, I don't know, because obviously Salazzle's not showing itself off right now. The cool thing about Salazzle is not only does it give you the extra draw support, but it also gives you a chance to beat the Vileplume matchup, because you auto-lose the Vileplume matchup, and I don't like auto-losing against matchups. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm not the kind of player that go to a tournament with knowing that I'm playing a deck that can auto-lose something. Oh, he's going to go, what? I mean, he has this. Kartana, bro, come on. You have exactly 4 prize cards. Attack with Kartana. Make it easier for me. Oh, okay, that's just a scoop. Alright, we'll take it. There's game 1 for you guys. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another game. So that game went pretty smoothly. The only problem with that game that we had is the fact that we had to make some pretty heavy discards that I didn't want to make. Although I think I messed up. Did I? Usually, okay, so maybe something I did. I'm really tired, guys, so keep that in mind. But I think depending on how many energies are in my discard pile, you don't want to ever discard the retrievals raw. You want to use the retrievals first and discard one of the energies that you got back from it. Opening hand is pretty bad, not gonna lie. I mean, we're going first, so we can Welder, I guess. If we can land the Welder, and that'll give us a little bit of extra draw too. There's Charge. Ooh, Heat Factory. I might actually have. See, usually I'm not a big fan of using the Heat Factory, and I probably don't want to use it this game either, just because we're playing the non-GX matchup. So maybe I won't use the Heat Factory. We do have another Blacephalon prize. Do we have both stretchers? We don't have any stretchers? Oh snap, we have both stretchers prized. Okay, that's pretty bad. We need to take knockouts then. We have all of our energies in the deck. 1 Wishful Baton prize, 2 stretchers prize, 1 Blacephalon prize, so that's 4 prizes. Looks like we have 1 Pokegear prized, and 1 retrieval prized? No, we have the retrieval in hand. Oh, we have a stretcher in hand too, so only 1 stretcher prized. We have 1 Salazzle prized. That's what it is. Alright, cool. I can guarantee you I'm not going to remember any of those cards. Can we get Welder? Oh, we whiffed Welder. Alright, Heat Factory it is, because we gotta build up our board. It's way too important to not play. Let's get a Salandit down here. And I want to... I mean, does fighting Welder right now matter? I mean, it kind of does. I need to draw as much as I can. I don't see him being able to attack turn 1, so I'm just going to Retrieval now to get double energy attachment. Maybe a manual attachment on the bench too. We'll see. Double Order Pad. Could give me Flint. But Flint doesn't really matter right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold with this hand. Yeah, we'll hold with this hand. Alright, so we're playing against Charizard. Charizard needs to, like, reach to take knockouts sometimes. So I'm not too worried about beating Charizard. It's just because they're stage 2 as well, but it's still a non-GX matchup versus a non-GX matchup, which is going to be hard. That's why we're keeping the stretcher. Ideally, I can shuffle back in Blacephalons over... ooh, see, I kind of like the strategy. It's something I want to employ in some decks. You're playing an ability-based deck, but you use the early game to use greens to find stuff that you need for the future. He's confident, and rightfully so, he's confident enough that I don't have any hand disruption to play it now. How much? 7 HP. Alright, there's another Solanda, that's pretty good. Let's order pad. No, it's Welder. Let's order pad first. Sick. Give me that Flint, boyo. Give me that Flint, boyo. We don't have to worry too much about playing. Ooh, if I could find a, what's it called though? Off this, a baton. Hey, give me that baton, boyo. We are 3 for 3 for order pads. Best card in the game. Get yourself a playset of reverse hollows, guys. Sell that for $100 because that's how much they're worth. Shout out to the order pad. All right, what do we toss here? Do we toss retrievals? No. I can't toss a stretcher, so it looks like we're tossing Pokegear and Salazzle. That's not super great. We have all the welders in the deck though. So, but I kind of need that Pokegear. I gotta get the Wishful Baton down, for sure. If I lose Retrieval, that's not great either. Well, I have to play this no matter what, right? So, we're a non-GX matchup, so I really cannot lose a Stretcher. So it's either Pokegear or the Salandit or the Retrieval. I play a lot of Retrievals, so I think it has to be the Retrieval, because I really need to draw more with Pokegear if I can. Not like we have to do it this turn, but it's something I have to keep in mind. Let's Heat Factory first. There's another baton. Well, maybe in hindsight I should have done all that last. Oh well, let's see. Acrobike. Another Flint. Fire. This is way more important. I really need to get more Blacephalons. I don't know. For the time being, I think we're okay. So I'm just going to Circus away these two. Order Pad also gets you the lovely Heat Factory. Something to keep in mind. Dude, I'm so happy I'm playing Order Pad right now. I just love playing Order Pad, man. Even when I get all tails, it's just like, ah, but it was fun. Flipping was fun. Alright, well, we have another Blacephalon, and we have another Wishful Baton, so as long as he doesn't find a blower, we should be good to just change Blacephalons for a little bit. There's his Charizard, but we are ahead on the prizes right now, and he has to continuously change Charizards, which is going to be a little bit harder for my opponent to do than it is for me, especially since he can't use green anymore. And unfortunately, he's still not in range of only 2. We have to give it a 3. This is the bad part about playing against the non-GXs, is that you have to dedicate so many energies to taking a knockout, which could run you out of steam, which is why I was so hesitant about getting rid of the Retrieval. But we should have 4 Fire Crystals and 2 Retrievals left. That should be enough energies, as well as a few energies left in the deck as well that we can get into. We can draw into or flint into. If he doesn't... Oh, hold on. No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. We don't play Guzma in this deck list because we just want to knock out what's in front of us. Guzma is good, but it's hard to get it. You know what I mean? I could play it as a 1-of and just hold on to it for like a game-winning play, and that's something I did consider. Maybe I can cut out something for it. I don't know. I don't want to cut order pads though. Order pads are the best. Never make me cut order pads. I'm a order pad enthusiast. So after this next one gets knocked out, we can shuffle those. We can shuffle them back in with stretcher, depending on like a few things. Actually, I don't know if I should actually do it. I want to find nest balls and stuff, but I think that was the one Blacephalon we had prized. Yes, I think there was one more Blacephalon deck. Yep, there it is. All right, perfect. All right, let's Heat Factory. We have to take 5 more knockouts. So yeah, it's Heat Factory first. There's another Flint with nothing I really want to discard, so Ultra Ball's pretty good. We can get Salazzle. Not super necessary right now, so I probably won't do it. So hold on to this hand. I'm just gonna... Well, if I Flint, that gets all the energies out of the deck. So maybe I should toss the Ultra Ball and... No, there's nothing I should toss here. Right? I don't know. Whatever, we need the 3 energies anyways to take a knockout, so we might as well go for it. I could try to play Welder to set up the one on the bench, because we don't have any more batons, the other one's prized. But do we have enough energies for a knockout if we do that? We do not, so I'm not going to do that quite yet. There's a lot. This deck is really hard to play. Like, you have to be really careful with your energy management. So something to keep in mind, like, it's not just a throwaway deck. It's still something you have to, like, strategize to win with. Maybe we'll get a baton off this. That could be pretty sick. Nope, but Stretcher's good too. These 2 Stretchers, I think we can get 5 attackers down. The problem then will be, can we chain those 5 attackers? There's another Charizard, so it looks like he's set there. Honestly, if I wanted to, I could have got Salazzle and just like kind of start drawing through my deck hard. Like, we can draw like 9 a turn with a Heat Factory and 2 Salazzles down, which is ridiculous. That's why the Unknown Hand Salazzle deck exists, because you can just draw like, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 cards a turn if you wanted to. That's like half, that's almost half your win condition right there when you're playing Unknown Hand. So if he ever leaves Jirachi active, that's a free knockout for us. There's only 1 energy to take a knockout, which is really good for us. We have all the energies in our deck, so our Blazer will never take a knockout on anything. And we are 1 prize ahead as long as we can continue this train. So let's see if we can keep this up. I'm surprised. Like, I mean, like, I see people play Charizard more, and I'm not too sure why. Is it because of Welder? Is people are just like, Charizard can hit way bigger numbers now that we have Welder? I could definitely see that, but I don't know if it's really worth playing the Charizard when you have a lot of different options. But, I mean, Charizard's just a fan favorite, right? So I can't be too upset. Let's take a knockout here. Hero, Boyo. There's another Flint. We can toss Flint and... I need to find another way to get energies back in my hand if I'm going to make the play that I'm going to make, which is kind of risky. Alright. Let's do that first. Let's just grab energies. Okay, I'm going to try to find another energy retrieval of some kind. I'm going to toss away 1 energy with this Flint to get more energies in my hand. So at the very least, we can guarantee a knockout, right? We can use Heat Factory. I might even use Salazzle here. But I don't want to run out of energies, right? Let me start with Heat Factory. Actually, maybe I should have started with this thing first. There's Retrieval. Let's Order Pad. What does Order Pad do for me? It gives me more Retrieval cards in my hand. I'm gonna hold on to the Order Pad actually. I want to use Welder this turn. Actually, no, there's no more batons left, right? Because one of them was prized. Oh, we want to use Welder. Let me see if I can find Welder. Boom. Okay, we have a couple Retrieval cards, more Order Pads. That's another energy in my hand as well. Nothing we really need to search for right now. It'd be nice to draw into Salazzle, but not the most necessary card in the world. Make sure that one's ready. Should we shuffle in a couple more Blacephalons? Yes, because we have a Nest Ball in hand. We can grab a Blacephalon right now, I think. That's not Blacephalon. Boop. I have to be careful not to deck out too. But we only need to get rid of 3, and we have 2 energies in Retrieval, which is 4 extra energies. Another Stretcher that we might want to use as well. For now, we can just Fireball Circus to get rid of these 3. And as you can see, guys, I'm not bothering setting up the Salazzle right now because there's no real reason to. We're not like Salazzle is really good if you're playing against GX Pokemon because you can just like really rush towards the finish line there, and that means you can draw through the majority of your deck. But When playing against non-GX matchups, you do want to be careful not to deck out. At this point in the game, that's where order pad helps as well, because I did definitely deck out in a few games I played, because I was just drawing, trying to find my combo pieces. But order pad helps a lot with that, because it means you don't have to draw as much to find your combo pieces. So that's pretty cool as well. He can take a knockout here, but he doesn't have another Charizard down yet. So if he whiffs Charizard next turn for whatever reason, then we can... that kind of closes the game out for us. We have to take 3 more knockouts though, and we're running pretty low on cards. I'm not gonna lie. We have 2 more Fire Crystals actually, so I think we can still win the game, because these 2 energy retrievals get us 1 knockout, and then the 2 Fire Crystals should ideally get us another knockout, especially if we get a Wishful Baton off the prizes. Losing Heat Factory doesn't really matter anymore. I don't want to draw as much anymore, and we have Salazzle if we need to. So Salazzle also is a free knockout on Jirachi, which is something to keep in mind. There's Cynthia. He has to get like rare candy stuff here. So let's see if what runs out first. His ability to chain Charizards or my ability to take knockouts. If he's not playing Charmeleon, he should theoretically only have 4 Charizards, which automatically wins us the game. Alright, let's just double. We don't have the baton. So maybe I should play it safe and play Welder. Maybe not though. I won't do that yet. Maybe I should though, because what if he like hits me with a surprise judge? We have enough energies down there to play Fire Crystal successfully. So we can play Fire Crystal now and attach 2 energies, and that could be good. Yeah. Let me Welder now. Without Baton, we kind of need to Welder, I think. Because I don't want to be hit by a surprise judge and all of a sudden start being behind. Alright, let's see if we can win. It all comes down to these next few turns. Because we could still lose. We only have 6 cards left in our deck, and we have no energy retrieving cards in our hand right now. This is where like having that Baton prize was really painful. As long as we can find 1 energy retrieving card though, we might win. We have 2 order pads, we have energy lotto, or energy, whatever, not energy anything. Acrobike is what I'm trying to say. There's Jirachi. If that stays active, that's really good for us too. He needs to find his last rare candy and Ultra Ball here. Rare candy and Charizard, I should say. He only has 1 left in the deck. I don't know if he's playing Charmeleon, but if he's not playing Charmeleon, he won't be able to chain. And there we go. There's a W. I'm probably just gonna end the video there. I would like to play against a tag team matchup, but I need to do some other stuff today. It's gonna be a shorter video, but I mean these decks these matches should be pretty quick. But as you can see, we managed to chain really, really well, even without needing to use green like ever. So that kind of showcases like how much we can do in this deck. Green is like cool because like green means that you can use your resources a little bit more sparsely, but this is like whenever you're playing Baby Blacephalon, you're not playing it to be sparse, you're playing it to be all in. So this is literally like the all in deck, right? So that's why I decided to play it with the Salazzles. I'm just trying to convince you guys, because I know a lot of people will be in the comments going, oh, green's better, and I'm like, that's fine. As long as I can get off my explanation as to why I played it with Salazzle, that's all I need to do, because then I don't have to explain in the comments why green is better. So that's gonna be the deck list, guys. It's fairly simple. I was playing this with the Rangaroo originally, so instead of playing the 4 order pads like I just did, what else did I play? I played everything stayed at 4 of for the most part. I played, what did I play? Oh, another one of these, like a 1/1 line of these, 1 Rangaroo, and one other thing that I don't see right now. And then +1 card, and then instead of the order pads. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Ooh, I apologize, guys. Ooh, I wish I had the mute button on my mic back so I can mute those situations. Anyways, at least I have it at the end of the video, not in the middle of it, right? That's gonna be the deck list, guys. Don't forget to leave that like if you have not already. I appreciate it. Don't forget to drop out a like because we are giving away booster boxes soon because of our sponsors at Guardian Gaming, which means that all the likes and comments and pretty much all the TCGO videos. Maybe even, I'll probably do 2 giveaways, one for all of the live deck profiles and live games, and one for all the TCGO videos and TCGO games. And once I combine all the comments and pick a winner, that'll be that person. That winner will get a booster box from me. So that's probably what I'll be doing. So because apparently they'll be sending me multiple booster boxes instead of just one like I originally thought they were. So be on the lookout for that. Answer the comment question of the day if you have not already, and I'll see you guys next time with another live deck TCGO game thing. Yeah, peace.